Would you like to dance?
If you think it's best.
I do.
All right.
Dip me. It's him. Blue gray jacket, 6'2", blonde. Check his pockets too. Try to be discreet, we don't want to make a scene.
Sorry, I have to go.
He's moving over the back. Now.
Easy. Hey, calm down. Wait.
Good find, Maddie.
I'll say.
How did you know? Nobody ever sees my work. You wouldn't see me take something, even if you were staring right at it.
I'm not surprised. Only the best magicians belong to the Magic Tower Club. And the next time you rob a jewelry store and step in fresh cement, you might want to wipe off your shoes a little better before you wear them again. A nice scrub brush would do the trick.
Let's go.
He's been a student of ours for weeks. So much talent. How did you know that jewelry thief would be here?
From this.
Jewelry thieves tend to hang in upper circles, and that shoe print's from a dance shoe.
How could you tell the difference?
It's a men's Latin jazz shoe. It's got a tall, narrow heel, which makes a deeper impression. I'm a woman. I know shoes. Why don't you give this back to that nice lady in there before she notices?
Thank you so much for everything. Please, let me offer you some free dance classes.
Oh, that's so sweet, but I hardly see my husband as it is.
Bring him. You've got so much natural talent. You should study with us. I should go inside, and I trust I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Maddie. Catching bad guys, just like the old times.
Well, not just like the old times. In fact, it's about time to pick up my kids from karate.
And that?
It's called changing in the car. My name's Maddie Monroe. I'm a wife, a reporter, a mother, and a part-time crime solver. Yeah, it's a rough job, but someone's got to do it. The motherhood, that is. The crime solving's easy. Fun. I hadn't tangoed since college. Who would have thought I'd get to dust off my ballroom dancing shoes for this job? Oh, let me explain. I write a weekly column called Inspector Mom, where I help moms solve the everyday mysteries of motherhood. But I have a taste for the not-so-everyday mysteries of crime solving, which my editor loves me for, and my husband wishes didn't exist. No worries, though. I'm very careful, and I always do those stories undercover. Hey, a girl's gotta have her hobby.
Okay, I did what you said. No, I didn't tell the police. Please, where's my wife? Melanie? Melanie! Melanie! Are you okay? Did they hurt you?
No, I am.
One piece is 1/8.
And what about one of these slices?
1/16.
8 and 16. I thought you said bigger numbers made bigger fractions.
Yeah, but a bigger number just means that the pieces have to be smaller. Oh, so that's why 1/10 is smaller than 1/9.
See? It's not so bad, huh?
Cereal time.
Go ahead. No running.
Just wearing that doesn't make you an astronaut, you know. Nuh-uh.
Shh. Hello?
Maddie, great job last night. Were you discreet?
Me? I even dressed the part.
Of course you did. Listen, when can you come in?
Why, what's up?
Well, I got an anonymous call about an abduction story, and there's something on the news that...
Oh!
Becca, let me call you back. Honey, what's wrong?
No, I have great news. Alexandria von Hoffman asked me to write in her group diary.
Oh, well, that is great news.
Alexandria von Hoffman is the most popular girl in school. I'll need a purple pin. That's her favorite color.
Well, then we'll get one.
Houston, we have a problem.
It's not possible. I know there is... Craig, what are you eating?
Sausage many weeks.
I promised Nate he could have some after dinner.
Oh, I'm sorry, little commander.
See? I'm a commander.
What's this? Dance lesson.
Oh, yeah. Sandra's actually been bugging me to try that for a while. They do all sorts of dances there.
Yeah, the swing, the salsa, the tango, and the waltz. Oh.
Well, what do you say then? The kids have karate tonight. We wouldn't even need a sitter.
Yeah, I'm kind of rusty.
Oh, you'll be fine. Oh, how fun. We should get our picture taken.
You guys finally came.
Sandra.
Everyone is here. It's the newest thing. Hey, have you guys seen Melanie? She and Scott are usually here by now.
No, but we just got here.
What's wrong?
She missed carpool today, too. Never mind.
Oh. Let me. Nice designer Oxfords. A man with a sense of style.
Knockoffs.
And frugality. It's Nick.
How'd you get these tickets?
Maddie, so good to see you here. Million thanks, OG.
My pleasure. Romanikoff, right?
Please, call me Ramon. Enjoy the night.
You were here in case last night, weren't you?
Does it help that it went really well and we got the bad guy?
Maddie and Craig and Maddie. Isn't it too cute to see the two of you here? The pilot and his little wife.
5'6" with heels.
Uh-huh. My husband's just warming up. Isn't he amazing?
Has Tony taken this class before?
We both have. But there's always room for more perfection.
More perfection?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, this is my lovely accomplice, Sapphire, and I am Romanikoff.
Is that his last name?
I think it's a one-name thing like Cher.
Welcome to Let's Dance. Tonight we learn the cha-cha-cha.
The cha-cha? I thought we would do something more
More what?
manly.
Lots of familiar faces. I think most of you know the basics, so we will do just a quick review. So we will start. Gentlemen, right foot to the side, ladies, left foot to the side. I'm 4 and 1. And 2, 3, 4 and 1. 2, 3, 4 and 1. 2, 3, 4. And shoulders down, head up.
Swing those hips. All of the action is below the belts, my friends.
Shoulders
Swing those
down, head up. 4 and 1. Great. All right, good job. Stop.
Well, we just got started. Let's
Hair
get
up.
started with this one.
And continue with different partners. Here we go. And 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1.
Isn't that Denise Willimore, the old money gazillionaire?
This studio track's only the best. Oh, and I'll see you at Carlton's soiree. Oh, and Maddie, when you're choosing a gift, please, nothing more than $100. Do you understand? Because it's just not about that.
So how old is Carlton?
Carlton is 2.
And she's throwing a party for the whole neighborhood.
Well, the kids are looking forward to it. It's pirate themed. And Sandra's gonna be there. Apparently they're serving apple teenies for favorite.
Yeah, honey, I don't think your friend would miss a party if her life depended on it.
Honey,
Yeah.
you're dancing and talking. That's not so easy to do.
Huh?
Thanks.
Well,
We are selling copies today, baby.
I bet. But I got 10 minutes till I pick up the kids from school. What was so important you couldn't talk over the phone? I assume it wasn't just to celebrate?
No, I got another anonymous phone call about an hour ago that 5 housewives have been kidnapped over the last 3 weeks.
You think the call was real?
Oh, I know it is. I followed up with my inside guy on the force. 3 families called to report something, but not until after the fact.
What's the status?
All 3 extremely wealthy. All 3 were returned once the ransom was paid, usually within 8 hours. The ransom, $10,000, $20,000. It's pocket change to these people. These abductions are being done quickly and quietly.
As long as they succeed, you know it'll continue.
Yeah, especially because none of the families are cooperating with the feds. They just want to be done with it. No physical harm has come to any of the victims. Not a scratch. It's like the kidnappers are being polite.
Still gotta be traumatic.
I'm thinking that the perp knows the victims. That's usually the case with abductions, so keep your eyes open for missing soccer moms.
Well,
What?
Melanie Rosemont. She missed carpool again today. That's not like her. Didn't show up for dance class. I talked to her this morning. She sounded a little upset. I didn't want to probe, but I wonder.
I wouldn't be surprised if Rosemonts are loaded.
Who could be doing this?
Is there anybody in the neighborhood who's suddenly fallen on hard times, you know, down on their luck financially?
Well, it's hard to tell in these days of easy credit.
Well, keep an eye out. This is not typical criminal behavior. It may be someone you know. This town's not that big.
Down on their luck financially. In this neighborhood? Would they even admit it if they were?
I don't get it. I feel stupid.
Stupid? Honey, you're not stupid.
But I can't remember what all these words mean. Do we have stereo yet?
Not yet, honey. Go finish getting ready for bed with Daddy, okay? You know what? Let's make some flashcards. We'll do them together. Little did I know, we were about to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. Let's see, green or pink? Oh, let's get both.
With the right glitter pins, it might just do.
Why don't you get that purple pen you were talking about before?
Oh, yeah.
Whatever you want. I'll be right back. Flashcards, cereal, and... Dr. Corda! Hello, bird number 3. Dr. Corda, my kid's pediatrician and my friend Harriet's husband. Acting weird.
Wow, Maddie. Fancy meeting you here.
At Walgreens?
Yeah. Isn't that the darndest?
Okay, acting really weird.
Oh, and there's no need to call me Dr. Corda outside the office.
I know. I just always think of that. I'm embarrassed. Is it Leonard, Leo?
Doc.
Right. Are you okay?
Of course. Why do you ask? Oh. You talked to Harriet?
Yes. No, but what better way to get information?
It's no big deal. Really. And we're not going to lose a house.
That's good.
It's just bad judgment. I don't know what to say. I knew the guys. The deal was solid. Harriet was right. We shouldn't have invested so much money in a new company. But how could we have expected the bottom to fall out like that, you know?
You lost enough to lose your house?
No, we're not going to lose the house. I don't care what it takes. Anyway, Maddie. I've got it worked out. It's great to see you.
Down on his luck financially, in our neighborhood. Well, he fits the profile. Wait. Don't let your imagination get the better of you, Maddie. He's the friendly neighborhood doctor, not a serial kidnapper. Right?
You said whatever I wanted.
Yes, I did.
I'm home.
Daddy!
Hey.
When do I get to be a pilot?
You look more like a pirate to me.
Can we both?
Well, I tell you what, I'll let you know when Southwest starts hiring little 5-year-old Rugrats, all right? I don't. You take these instead.
Night means.
Look at you.
Does he still think when he collects 1,000 of those things, he gets your job?
Oh, isn't it great to have kids?
We're gonna be late.
I love you.
Love you too. Don't know what I'm gonna do with you, but I love you.
Oh, hey, fan mail for Inspector Mom. Looked like it was hand-delivered. Can you just get this tie off? I know we gotta hurry. I know we gotta go.
Terry, you've got 30 seconds! My address isn't listed. Must be a fan letter from a friend? A ransom note. Solve this, Inspector Mom?
Okay, we ready?
Yeah. That ransom note was burning a hole in my purse. I wanted to study it, try to figure out what it meant.
Do I get cake?
Sure do, honey, but wait till they say so, okay?
Okay.
Why was it addressed to me?
Everyone's gonna love our swords. Mother, it's the Monroes. Come on in.
You shouldn't have. I'll just put it here on the present table.
These from the entire neighborhood?
Well, half of them are, and the rest are just a few little things that we bought. Yo, Tony's over there grilling some more pirate dogs. I tell him that's what the caterers are for, but he just loves to play with fire. Man.
Yeah, we're crazy. I'll go help him.
He would love that.
Tony.
Hey, Craig, how you doing?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Wow, you really outdone yourself this year.
Oh, no. This is Regina's doing. She's got me chained to the grill. Thinks it makes me look more domestic.
Yeah, I like that parrot. It's pretty nice. It's nice.
There's someone else to talk to.
Let's see, who's here? Sandra, Nick, the napkin-dropping caterer guy from the dance studio. Nope, no quotas. I wanted to study that note, alone. Listen, we're gonna find...
What do you think of the party?
It's amazing.
That's so kind of you to say that. But I know how everyone keeps score. It's one of the horrors of motherhood.
People judging your parties?
However do we survive?
Are the Cordes coming by?
No one misses my parties.
Gina, the caterers need you. They ran out of chafing dishes.
I knew that's why I had polished my silver dishes last night. Oh, Heather, have you met Maddie Monroe?
Oh, yes, we've met. Are you photographing the party?
I'm Regina's sister.
I'm sorry, I thought...
I got her the job at the dance studio last month when she came into town.
Oh, you live here?
Right here, in the mansion.
Heather thought it would be good to come in town for an extended visit, you know, and spend some time with her niece and nephew. And she's been such a helper, too. I mean, she did all the treasure chests all by herself with just a little guidance from me.
Just somebody strangle me if I take up scrapbooking.
Isn't she so funny? And we just love having her here, especially the children. Maddie, have you seen my scrapbooks? I have such a collection. Well, I would just love to, and if you insist, I'll show you a few of my favorites. Brandon, the silver is in the dining room. It's just a little hobby of mine.
Actually, where would you find the rest of
the scrapbooks? Right here, let me show you. Now, these go from birth all the way through preschool.
That's so nice of you, I guess. Wow. Are these pictures from magazines?
Some, and die cuts. Scrapbooking involves so much more than people realize. That's the wrong dipping sauce! Let me help.
Finally, a moment alone. Have there been any more abductions?
Not that I know of.
Well, there might have been. Or maybe I'm supposed to figure out who's next.
But why would the kidnapper send that to you?
I don't know. I don't think they're threatening us. We hardly have a bank account worth pursuing. At least not compared to most of this neighborhood.
Well, have you solved the code yet?
I think so. The bread's gotta be money. To save life, call and leave money.
Is there a phone number?
No, that's just it. There's no more information on this thing. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Well, are you gonna go public with this?
Not yet. Just be a minute. I gotta go.
Just keep your eyes open and keep me posted.
Yep.
You have to try Chris massage next time. It's fantastic. Oh, excuse me. Hello.
Hey.
It's my fifth.
Fifth?
Oh, they're so good though, and I can't hold my liquor. I know, I'm so drunk. A 2-year-old party, is that wrong?
It would be if this were a 2-year-old's party.
Look at this place. Regina outdid herself, and for all the right reasons.
I don't think Carlton even knows it's his birthday.
Everyone knows why she throws these parties. I can't stand her.
It didn't seem to deter you.
Are you kidding? And miss the infamous Von Hoffman goodie bags?
Nate, what is on your chin?
It's a beard.
Well, I knew that.
Ooh, there goes Tweedledum.
Hey, well, Regina should help her until she gets on her feet.
Is that what she told you?
Are those goodie bags done yet?
Almost.
Remember, the most lasting impression comes from the goodie bags. It's the personal memory that everyone takes home, a constant reminder of the good time people had.
I remember.
This came for you, by the way.
Have a second?
Nick, don't bother me.
We both know the only reason I came to this party was to bother you.
I don't feel like talking to you.
I thought you wanted me here.
a second.
Regina wants you. Something about the punch. It was urgent.
I'm the pirate princess, and you're all my servants. Hey, like a princess servants, but you still have to serve me. No, okay.
I mean, you don't have to be a princess servant if you don't want to be.
That's okay. I don't mind.
I'm a little bit worried about her.
She'll grow out of it.
Out of what?
Whatever. Ooh, there's the real princess servant again.
More like indentured servant.
Ah, nice work. Yeah, I guess her sister's the queen bee now. You know, they both came from humble beginnings. Regina, she just married well. I hear Heather goes from one loser boyfriend to the next. Yeah, they were dirt poor growing up in East Texas.
You might want to keep your voice down. We're not exactly out of earshot.
Oh, it's not really a secret. I mean, once a commoner, always a commoner.
Sandra.
There's no shame in it. Oh, look, I can't be drunk and sensitive to other people's feelings at the same time.
Apparently.
Commoner just means common. What's the big deal?
Nothing, as long as you don't mind making a few enemies.
Well.
Ladies, meet Blackbird and fear for their lives. Hey, you there!
Thank you so much for coming. Now don't forget your goodie bags.
There's new stuff. A new Princess Polly watch.
Now I hope to see all of you later this year for Alexandria's party. It's a Cinderella theme with real horse-drawn carriages.
Why don't I take Sandra home when you take the kids?
Good idea.
Fried chicken.
You want me to come in?
No, I'm fine.
Sure.
Bye.
Sleep it off, hon. Hello?
Morning.
Do you realize it's 6 a.m.?
I know. I got 10 hours of sleep last night. Thank you for tucking me in. I was not in a good place. But I've had my morning coffee freak out, and I am good to go. I thought I'd get an early morning colonic, start fresh. I'm on my way to the spa now. God, who buys a puke purple car?
Sandra, please tell me you had a reason for calling.
Right. And by the way, my cell phone battery is going to die any second, so I'm sorry if I get cut off.
Reason?
Right. This is juicy. I found something that belonged to Heather in my goodie bag. I mean, you won't believe it. It's so...
Sandra?
Leave a message.
Sandra, call me when you get this.
What does Sandra want?
Nothing. She was just gossiping.
Then what's wrong?
I don't know. She just suddenly cut out. She said her cell phone was dying.
Well, that's it.
But she made a sound. I think maybe I'm supposed to be doing something right now. What did she say? I think she was driving. She said she was on her way to the spa.
Honey, you're not even awake yet. I know where your mind is going, all the recent kidnappings. But you're just being paranoid. Her phone just died.
But I heard footsteps. I know that she was in her driveway.
And that's probably her leaving.
I'm going down there.
I'm going with you.
Maddie, slow down. Maddie. Hey, that's her car, right?
Yeah. A no-show, huh? Okay, thank you.
Honey.
Thank you, sweetie.
Okay, so listen, I'm gonna take the kids to school on the way to work, and I'm gonna lock the house up. Are you gonna be okay?
I'm fine. The cops are here.
You sure you don't want me to?
Thank you for taking the kids, but there's no point in you staying home.
All right, look, I got a couple puddle jumpers today. I'll be home tonight, and I have my cell phone on with me, all right? So...
I searched the whole place.
I told you she wouldn't be in there. Listen, they squealed out of here. There's some tire marks up on Oak Street. We know they were headed south, probably towards the freeway.
I'll pass it on. Technically, this isn't my jurisdiction. I'm homicide, not missing persons.
I know.
And they won't take a case seriously until somebody's been missing at least 24 hours.
I know.
And you know it's too early to call this an abduction.
But she missed her high colonic. She would never do that.
Maddie, I want to help you. Right now, we just don't have enough to go on. I need more tangible evidence.
I'm telling you what happened. I was on the phone with her when somebody grabbed her and drove off.
But you didn't hear her scream. No sounds of struggle.
It was because she dropped her cell phone and it broke.
Maddie, she doesn't even fit the profile. She's not a housewife. There was no family to call in ransom.
But she's got tons of money. Isn't this kidnapper all about...
Yeah, but that doesn't...
How's that for tangible evidence?
We'll have to take this back to the lab, run some tests, get a full chemical pass, and see what we find.
The lab. What about right now? What can we do right now?
We got your prints, right?
Yes?
Then you can go. The Bureau is very experienced in these matters, and we got the situation under control.
But, I mean, I'm...
You too, Campbell. Thanks for the lead, but we can take it from here.
Well, I thought maybe I'd stay and help out, if you wouldn't mind. Just, unofficially.
My partner, Agent DeLorean, he wouldn't like it.
DeLorean? Like the car?
Yeah, like the car. He doesn't want people to think he's like that.
Like what?
You know, Irish.
Where's the dame that found the note? Inspector Mom. I heard of you.
It's just the name of a column, am I right?
I thought you were a real mom. What are you, 16?
29. You?
I'm old enough to be your father.
Here, look at this. It's in a code of pictures.
What is this? Was she a golfer? What, save golfer, leave money? What?
Well, it's Sandy. I think it says, to save Sandy, leave money.
Who's Sandy?
Sandra is the victim.
There's something else. This was left on my doorstep yesterday.
You didn't report it right away?
I wanted a chance to study it.
And it was delivered in plastic.
No, I did that to prevent unnecessary prints. Look, it's clearly the same author. Do you have the ransom notes from the other abductions? Maybe we can compare them all, determine a pattern?
We'll do our best. She's got good instincts. She should be at the academy at Quantico. This is an amateur night. Leave the real work for the professionals. You got it?
Yes.
Good.
No one calls her this early. She's never awake before 10.
Unidentified caller.
I should answer this.
She's right. If it's them, we don't want to raise suspicion.
Fine. Put her on speakerphone.
The other phone's on the table. Hello?
Maddie.
Sandra! Are you okay?
Oh, good old Maddie. Always on top of things.
What's going on? Where are you?
Yeah, look, about that. Apparently, I've been kidnapped. And they want 20,000 big ones, so let's just give it to them and be done with this.
Of course. Listen, don't look at anyone's faces, okay?
Yeah, I couldn't if I wanted to. They've got me blindfolded.
Sandra, are you okay?
I think a cockroach just crawled across my foot. Oh my God, I'm in hell. Okay, back to business. Okay, Maddie, listen up. There is $3,000 in my jewelry box, $2,000 in the lingerie bag in my underwear drawer, $4,000 in a plastic box taped to the lid of the toilet, and the balance is in the safe behind the fireplace. The combination is the same as my gym locker.
That's the date you first
got laid. Yeah.
Right, okay. And then what?
We will call you at 3 o'clock with more instructions. Goodbye.
That's in 5 hours. What do they want 5 hours for? And the FBI doesn't officially recommend paying the ransom, but how could we not? That's the pattern. They get paid, the victims are returned safely. God, I have to figure out who's doing this. I wish I still had those ransom notes.
You say the pictures were cutouts from magazines?
Kind of like scrapbooking. Can you run a couple names for me?
Shoot.
Regina von Hoffman and Heather Douglas.
Well, Heather I get, but Regina von Hoffman couldn't possibly need ransom money. She's loaded.
Things aren't always what they seem. A lot of people max out their credit cards trying to show off. And boy, would they be desperate for money if they suddenly didn't have any. They've got appearances to keep up.
What about that caterer you told me about? You know, the cute but creepy guy you first met at the dance hall and later at the party?
Come in. I am so sorry the housekeepers haven't picked up yet. I was just watching the news. Sandra Daines was abducted today.
It's on the news already?
Who's in charge of the case? I'll send a basket. What's good for an abduction? Oh, I'm thinking non-perishables.
I think it's Agent DeLorean.
Like the car?
Yeah. Oh. Another scrapbooking project?
No. This is work in progress. You know you must be so busy. I really shouldn't keep you.
Well, I was hoping to talk to your sister.
Heather? She's not here. What did you want?
I wanted to ask her about one of the caterers. Dark blonde hair, young guy. I thought I saw him giving Sandra an odd look. Nick something?
Nick Cotter.
Do you know him personally?
Well, Heather insisted that I hire him for the event. I wish she'd get herself a husband once and for all. Nick was her bad boy back in New Orleans for a while. He followed her here.
Really?
Now she can't seem to shake him. But I think you're right. I think he does have something to do with the kidnapping. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
I'm not jumping to any conclusions.
I would. I mean, look at him. He obviously needs money. Why else would he keep hanging around? You know, if you still want to talk to Heather, she'll be at the dance studio later today. They're getting all ready for the big dance competition tomorrow night. Tony has new tux. You should see it.
Maybe I will. Thanks for your time. Geez, why does everyone seem like a suspect? Regina, Heather, Nick, Harriet, and Dr. Corda? I wish I could get more information. And in the meantime, Sandra's just sitting somewhere. Focus, Maddie, just focus on the solution. Becca, I got that caterer's name, Nick Cotter. See what you can find. No, I just picked up Tara. Yeah, bye. Listen, honey, once Nate's done with T-ball practice, I'm taking you guys to Grandma and Grandpa's for the night, okay?
Oh, yay. But, can I go to Darcy's house? She's having a sleepover tonight. I forgot to tell you.
Honey, I'm sorry, I don't think... Wait, Darcy? Darcy Corda.
Yeah, and Alexandria's gonna be there. Please, please, everyone's going.
Well, maybe we could swing by.
Yes.
You're not staying there overnight. Not until I figure out what's going on with the Cordas.
Maddie, Tara, come on in. A few of the girls are already here, so you can go ahead and go upstairs, Tara.
Thanks.
Wow, I didn't know you were coming.
Oh, we can't stay. Tara just wanted to say hi. Listen, I talked to your husband the other night. I know things have been tough.
I'm making some snacks for the girls.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You know, the police did just call a little while ago about Sandra.
So you heard?
Yeah. They said they wanted to stop by and interview me. They don't think we had anything to do with this, do they?
They're probably just following procedure. You live on the same block.
Oh, yeah. Do you know anything yet?
Maybe.
I wanted to...
Ladies.
Hi.
Maddie.
We were just talking about...
Sandra.
I heard. What a shame. Can't imagine who would do such a thing.
Me neither.
There's a ransom note and everything?
I'm actually the one who found it.
Really? Did you figure out what the pictures meant?
I think so.
Let's not talk about this. I don't want the kids to hear.
Yeah.
Hey, Maddie, you want some lemonade or water before you go?
No thanks. Do you mind if I use your restroom?
Not at all. It's down the hall.
Something is going on. How did Harriet know about the pictures?
Ourselves.
Another abduction? I can't stomach this.
I'll discuss this where the kids can hear. Step outside.
Listen to me. We're doing this for our family.
What about Sandra?
We agreed.
You agreed.
Harriet.
It's not too late. You know Maddie has an in with the police, and she's here right now.
I'm well aware of that.
Mommy, where's my Princess Pony doll?
Did you leave it in the playhouse, sweetie?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going back inside.
Hi, what are you doing here?
I'm playing hide and go seek with your parents. Don't tell me, okay?
Okay, I'll hide with you.
What about Princess Pony?
She'll hide too.
But she's thirsty. Yeah, that's what she said, she's thirsty.
Princess Pony can't talk. But just in case, I mean, it's tea time after all.
Did you find it, sweetie? Oh, there you are.
Harriet, can I talk to you a minute? You don't have to keep pretending, Harriet. I know you're the one who sent me the copy of your ransom note. I imagine you still have the original here?
How did you know I was the one who sent it?
I had my suspicions, but I don't know how I missed it before. Your name is on this note.
No, it isn't.
This telephone doesn't mean call, that's why there's no phone number. It's the long cord that's important. This note says to save Corda, leave money. Why did you send this to me?
I was just trying to point you in the right direction. I didn't know you could trace this back to me. Please, my husband and I have agreed not to go public with this.
You were kidnapped. You were reaching out to me. I don't care if you're home safe. You need to be in counseling, and you have to tell the police.
Harriet, don't.
Your wife is trying to help, Doc.
But we don't even know that.
Listen to me. I appreciate you trying to be cautious, but for everyone's sake, it's just not smart to keep Harriet's kidnapping quiet. The more information we have, the more likely we are to figure out who's doing this.
We paid the ransom and got her back. That's all that matters.
But there are others. They've got Sandra as we speak.
How do we even know it's the same people?
I have inside information about the other cases. The ransom knows the whole thing. It's a big pattern.
Warned us if we said anything, there would be consequences. I don't want to talk about this, please, Maddie. We just want this to go away.
You can't let them scare you into not doing the right thing.
They said if anyone else found out, they would come after us. Our daughter.
Why? What do you know?
Promise me that you won't.
I promise.
It had something to do with the dance studio.
The dance studio?
I had a blindfold on, but you know how sometimes you can see a little bit of something through the bottom?
Yeah?
I saw a sheet of paper with the Let's Dance logo on it. I love taking classes there. I know that logo anywhere.
Was it like from a flyer, the kind of thing a student would have, or an employee, an invoice or a purchase order?
I don't know, but I was stupid enough to say something about it because that's when he got really angry.
He? Was it just one man?
Yeah, there's also a woman there too, I think.
Would you go with me to the dance studio? We can look around, see if anything looks familiar.
I'm sorry, I really just want to stay home right now.
I understand. Look, I have to go pick up Nate from T-ball, but can we continue this later?
Sure.
Thank you.
Alexandria! 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 Look, I can be shorter. That doesn't count. You're like a giraffe. I mean, you're too tall to play a girl. You'd have to play a guy. And really, I don't think there's any guys in my game. But this is Darcy's house. Doesn't she make the rules? Yeah, but I'm in charge of the popular girls. And Tara, you just don't fit in. I really am sorry.
Tara?
Mommy, we're going to Grandma and Grandpa's house. I want to go now.
Okay, yes, sweetie. You gonna tell me what's wrong?
I'm too tall and stupid, that's all. I wish I was different.
Who's saying these things to you?
I don't want to say.
Is this why you've been so upset about your homework? Someone called you stupid? Tell me it wasn't Mrs. Harris.
No, it was Alexandria.
Regina's daughter, huh? That apple didn't fall far from the tree.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Let me tell you a secret. When someone's mean to you or calls you a bad name, it usually says a lot more about them than it does about you.
Like, I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah. But don't say that out loud, okay?
Just thinking inside my head?
Sure.
Okay.
You feel a little bit better?
Yeah. But it would still be better if I was shorter.
I don't know. You look pretty short to me.
Mommy.
Rob, I just dropped off the kids. I'm heading over to the dance studio. I'm following a lead from one of the kidnap victims. Well, I can't say yet, I promise, but let me see what I can find out, and I'll see you back at Sandra's for the ransom call in an hour. funny to be back here on a different case.
What do you need to say? What do
I
you need to
never
say?
made
Five
you
people.
any
You got two
promises.
guys.
I never
One
made
minute
you
you say one thing, the next. Don't walk away from me.
Never.
Don't you walk away from me.
Nick and Heather seem to be getting along just peachy.
So it will just take the money out automatically every week?
You won't have to think about a thing, only your dance steps.
I didn't know exactly what I was looking for. Or who. Let's see. We got the usual suspects. The ever-charming Heather. And her dear sister Regina.
It's expensive.
Well, that's why not everyone takes classes here, sweetheart.
Hello again.
Maddie, how are you? Any word on getting Sandra back yet?
Not yet.
Well, you know, that Nick, he's going to be catering here again. Because of Heather, of course. Just makes her look stupid.
But not tall.
Pardon?
Ask your daughter.
I'm not comfortable leaving my bank account information.
Well, then you'll just have to leave the full deposit for the month.
Maybe later. Thanks.
Riff-raff. Well, I guess it's time for me to go get ready for the big competition.
I'm wondering who has access to those bank account numbers. Felice Wertheimer and Romanikov? The dance instructor? Go, girl. Huh. The guts of the operation. Harriet said her abductor had something with the Let's Dance logo on it. A master list of bank account totals?
Can I help you?
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna make a copy. This was in there.
Pretty crazy, huh?
What?
These accounts. Who makes this much money? I mean, they probably didn't really earn it, did they? How's that fair?
Why did you come back here?
Well, I could ask you the same question, Miss Copy Maker.
You know what? I have an appointment I need to get to.
I'll bet you do.
For a friend who needs help.
Oh, yeah? Well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
I have an appointment, too.
Nick Cotter. Hello, new #1 person on my suspect list. Just in time for the ransom call.
Sandra? Maddie! It's me. I'm fine, blah, blah, blah. All right, so they want you to take the money to Beacon Park in the men's room at the northeast corner of the playground, in the sink. At 4 o'clock, they come to clean the bathrooms, and that's when you're supposed to leave it. Ew, the public bathrooms. Oh, and they want to make sure you don't have the police or anyone there with you. Then just leave right away, and they'll call you. Is it okay if I give them your cell phone number?
Of course.
Great. That's when I go home, right?
Sandra?
Hey, Joe?
Not long enough, Detective. Missed it by 3 seconds.
Damn it.
Okay, well, I've got the money. I think I'm set.
Set? What does that mean?
They were pretty clear they didn't want anyone else.
Maddie, you must be kidding. You're crazy if you think I'm gonna let you go down there by yourself.
You're both crazy if you think I'm gonna let her go down there at all.
What?
It's not safe.
I suppose you think I'm gonna hand over my cell phone too?
We'll have the guy apprehended long before it gets to that point.
They said that we were
Yeah,
supposed
look, we're not gonna play by their rules. We know what we're doing. You really are an amateur.
Wait a second.
You know, I really don't see a reason for you to ride along either, champ. DeLorean and I got it covered.
I want to go along, Detective.
Jesus, everybody wants to go along. It's really not that much fun, believe me.
Well, you got that new GPS.
Wait, DeLorean, is that like the car?
Yeah, like the car. Got all the plans right here.
There's no other way into that place except the front door, and we got that covered.
How's that GPS device doing?
Fully operational. I don't like this. There's too many kids here. We should be clearing the grounds.
Yeah, things need to look normal or they might not go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, go on, Campbell. Do your thing.
I'm on it.
Is he a little bit...
Hey,
Boxed out, huh?
what have you got?
Never could match up Nick Cotter with the description you gave. I think he's using a false name.
Makes sense. Regina thought he was involved in criminal activity back in New Orleans.
Did she say anything about his personal life?
Yeah, apparently he and Heather had been involved, but they sure don't seem to get along now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. Apparently he followed her here from New Orleans, and now she feels bad for him and gets some temp catering jobs.
Well, Heather Douglas I found.
Anything good?
She owns an address here in town for about 6 weeks now.
Really?
Did Regina say anything about Heather being married?
Only that she was trying to find her a husband.
Well, she's gonna have to get divorced first.
Heather's married?
To an R. Nicholas Kaufner.
Nicholas Kaufner. Maybe now Nick Cotter?
That's what I'm thinking.
Wow. Wonder how long they've been separated.
Are you sure they're separated? They only got married 3 weeks ago at the beginning of the month.
You're kidding.
Strange, huh?
But not that strange, considering that's when these kidnappings started.
Drop's been made.
Now we wait for the mouse to take the cheese.
So Nick and Heather have been working together as a husband-wife team.
Yeah, regular Bonnie and Clyde. Maybe getting married made it easier to share the ransom money. Single bank account?
They're in the neighborhood but don't have much money.
The have-nots. They live around it all the time, but they can't have any of it.
She'd have access to the housewife's schedules, living with her sister, the town's socialite.
And with that dance list at the studio, he could verify which bank accounts were ripe for the picking.
Anything yet?
Negative. No movement on the GPS.
We spent 30 minutes. What's taking these guys so long?
Patience, Grasshopper. They won't pass on the cash. They're petty thieves. They can't help themselves.
What the?
What's wrong?
The signal. It just went blank. Something's wrong with
Campbell, get in there and check it, will you?
Copy that.
You said Heather owns an address here in town. You got that address?
Yeah, I think it's 8th and Roadshire. Let me find it.
You got it somehow. You left the bag.
What?
But we were watching the whole time.
There's no one here except the front, right? Check the blueprints. these air vents go?
Ladies' room. Which has a manhole.
I'm on it.
Damn it, damn it, damn it! Quiet, Rick. You're gonna...
That doesn't matter, they're gone.
Nothing.
$816 Roadshire. They'd be about 2 miles south of downtown.
Yeah, Heather picked a real seedy area.
The kind of seedy area that might have a lot of cockroaches?
Cockroaches? Yeah, I guess.
If Heather's pretending to be homeless and living with her sister, what's she doing with her own place?
Don't go alone!
You sure about this?
No, but it's all I got. Maybe Heather and Nick have been using this place for their hostages. I don't know. How'd the pickup go?
Well, they got their money all right. Came through a ventilation shaft into the women's restroom, down through a sewer system. What an idiot.
Sounds pretty clever to me.
Oh, I meant me.
Well, they sure haven't called my cell phone yet to tell us how to get Sandra back. And she wasn't at the park?
No, we searched the whole damn place. They didn't bring her.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. We didn't exactly follow their instructions.
Did find something, though. A shoe.
How do you know it was left by the ransom collector?
I know, but it's pretty clean, which leads me to believe it hasn't been there that long. It's a black and white pattern shoe, about size 10 or 11 men's.
Oxford style, designer knockoffs, right? Yeah. Well, if you can find him, check Nick Carter's closet for the other one. 816. Here it is.
Wait, you're there now?
Of course I'm here.
Maddie, don't go in there by yourself.
Well, what are you waiting for? A formal invite?
Where does he think he's going?
I'm not known for my patience, but I do carry child-proof mace in my glove compartment. Do I have a plan? Not really. Is that gonna stop me? No way.
I think so. Maddie, how did you... Shh, let's just go. Oh my gosh, my earring. I didn't even know I lost it. Are you okay? Oh, I don't want to talk. Let's just go. Shh, let's go.
Well, I did try bondage once, but I wasn't a fan then either.
The agents are looking for Heather Douglas right now. I'll find this Nick Cotter guy.
Now, that's probably not his real name, but it's what he's using here in Texas.
Well, don't worry about it. I'll look into it.
Thanks, Rob.
I don't think I can do this anymore.
Do what?
Keep talking about this over and over. Can we get out of here?
Sure. Where do you want to go?
You know that little place on Hill Street? I want something that says Survivor.
Hey, everyone deals with trauma in their own way.
Now these are a fashion statement. Put these in the yes pile.
I thought this was the maybe pile.
Oh, you're right. That is the maybe pile. Okay. Well, then get those tan...
Yeah, with the bows?
Yep, they need to go in the yes pile, too.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Hey, Sandra, do you remember what it was you wanted to talk to me about early this morning when you called? Something about Heather?
The first thing you want to do is gossip? Maddie, I'm so proud. I knew you were my best friend for a reason.
Well, it might help with the case.
Oh, I guess that's good, too. It was a bank statement for Heather.
Really?
Yeah, everyone thought she was flat broke, but apparently she was getting regular deposits of 10,000 every few days over the last month.
Makes sense. That'd be her half of the ransom money.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, look at that skirt. It would go great with these heels.
Sandra, can I come in?
I just sat down and the tears started coming. I'm sorry, Maddie. You shouldn't see me like this.
You've been through a traumatic experience. That's normal.
I felt so out of control. I kept trying to figure out what to do and what it all meant, and nothing made sense. And whoever did it is still out there. I don't even want to go home.
Stay with us for a while.
Really?
Of course. Just pack an overnight bag and stay as long as you like.
I don't even want to go home to do that.
Well, then I guess we're gonna have to get you a whole new wardrobe right here.
Oh, God, you really are my best friend. Those platforms are totally you. You should let me buy them for you.
If you insist.
Thanks.
Two nights in a row. Kids are so excited they're bouncing off the walls.
That's because your parents feed them sugar from the moment they walk through the door.
You look great. Is that her new dress?
Yeah, Sandra got it for me last night.
You sure she's up for this?
Well, it's been a day and a half. She slept for 15 hours last night, and she wanted to go dancing. Feel alive? Can't blame her.
Yeah, still.
Besides, she got a whole new outfit last night. Okay, a lot of new outfits, and she wants to dress up. I think it'll be good for her.
Whatever. Hey, we're not doing the dance competition tonight, are we?
No, we can just watch that part.
I am ready for the ball.
Now, I'll show you how real cha-cha is supposed to look. I will demonstrate it with my old partner, Sharena.
Yes?
Remember that black and white shoe? We found the other one at Nick's residence, but no Nick. He might be on the run.
What about Heather? Did she ever show up at her house?
No. They finally found her car outside of Nick Cotter's place, but they haven't found her yet. Oh, wait. Yeah, they did. I gotta call you back.
Are they any closer to catching the kidnappers?
Sure sounds like it.
I'm a little surprised not to see Regina and Tony.
They might have heard about her sister's involvement. I think they just arrested Heather.
The little redhead's behind us.
Yeah, and her husband, Nick.
Really? I didn't know she was married.
It's a long story.
That's what real dancing is about? I'm out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special announcement. Feliz?
Today is the happiest day of my life. This morning, Ramon and I got married.
Congratulations to the happy couple! And now, we will have one more snowflake dance before the competition. That means that you'll change partners every time you hear the chime. And be prepared for more than one style of music. Swing, salsa, tango, waltz, you never know what you're gonna get with Snowflake. We have more ladies here than men tonight, so please, feel free to dance with whoever's available. Ladies and gentlemen, let's dance!
You're not as tall as I like him, but you are kind of hot, so I guess it's okay. Ha No way.
Sorry, I'm just expecting.
See how technology takes the fun out of everything?
Becca, I can't hear you. Sorry.
Who needs you? Go already.
Becca, what's going on?
It's Heather.
Yeah, I know. They found her.
They found her all right. Dead.
What?
In the dumpsters at Nick's apartment. And they say that she's been dead since late last night.
Gee, it's Nick. What was his real name again? Nicholas Kaufner?
Right, R. Nicholas Kaufner. But I haven't been able to establish that alias yet.
This doesn't make sense. Why would he kill his wife? This whole thing's been about money. They were making a ton of money together.
Well, maybe she tried to take his ransom money.
It just doesn't match the pattern.
Well, whatever his pattern is, he is dangerous, that's for sure, and he's still at large.
Get off that ear thing already. God, you make me want to puke.
Puke?
Well, not literally.
Sandra, didn't you say you saw a puke purple car right before you got abducted?
Yeah, so come on.
Becca, I think he's here.
I'll call the cops. You hang tight. And if you see Nick, act natural. We don't want to lose him again.
Got it. So much to absorb. Nick, R. Nicholas Kaufner, kidnapped wealthy women for ransom money. And then last night he kills his accomplice and secret wife, Heather? What, was she taking more than her fair share of the ransom? And now Nick was here somewhere. Was he planning another attack?
They're playing our song.
Yes, they are. Can you tell me about Nick Carter?
He's not coming back here.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Find him stealing records, personal information about our most trusted clients. I only hope he's not being able to do any harm with them. I've heard of some kidnappings.
Yes, they're happening. In fact, I think Nick might be here. I saw his car out front.
You know he has a criminal record?
Ladies and gentlemen, the competition is ready to begin, so please step forward to get your number.
I have some personal information about Nick. That might be helpful.
I just relieved the stakeout team. I didn't find anything useful. Checked the whole place. I'm heading back to the crime scene at Nick's apartment. We'll see if they made any progress.
Heather, it's Nick. I give up. You want me, then you don't. Listen, I got the 10 a.m. to New Orleans yesterday to clear my head, and man, I'm staying. I'll come back for my stuff, but not you. I'm done. I hope you're happy with that weirdo husband of yours. Freak.
Did you get that? Check the airlines. We may be looking for the wrong guy.
It's such a shame what's been happening to my pro clients.
Maddie! Just a second.
Sandra Daines, Harriet Gorda. Must stop. We must put him away.
How did you know about Harriet Corda?
Nick mentioned it, I think.
R. Nicholas Kaufner. Ramon Nicholas Kaufner. Ramon
Shut up! You can't shoot me. You just don't have it in you.
You think I'd let you kill me?
Yes. You know why? Because I have a secret passage out of here, and no one would ever find us.
Secret passage, huh? I guess you know the sewer system pretty well.
Why? Because to people like you, I'm nothing but trash, right?
No, because that's how you got Sandra's ransom money. Or maybe Heather did that dirty work.
My wife is my business.
Which one?
You will think you are so superior.
Back off!
But even you are following my lead. You are eating out of my hands.
That's true. Once you knew I was onto Heather, you figured you'd throw off the scent by feeding me false clues to frame Nick. Nick, the loser, ex-con, ex-boyfriend that Heather could never shake. A perfect target.
Yes.
And after I solved the jewelry theft, you know I noticed shoes, so why not frame Nick with his shoe? Then Heather ends up in Nick's dumpster.
Genius. Why would I kill Heather?
You and Heather were making some decent cash for a while. But once Felice came along, you realized you could do much better. With Felice comes real money, power, status, a position in high society, a better car. And after teaching all those rich women how to dance, you'd finally get a piece of the action. And Heather was the only thing standing in your way.
So what? She threatened me. She said she will tell Felice everything.
So you killed her.
My turn. She got what was coming to her. You think I'm low class? She was the lowest.
It's not your class that makes you inferior. It's your greed. You get all that? See how technology takes the fun out of everything?
Freeze! Maddie, are you okay?
Yeah.
Nice work, kid.
We'll take it from here.
Yeah.
I believe this is homicide now, gentlemen. That's my department. Now, if you really want to help, maybe you could stick around. Grab me a few statements.
Yeah, sure. We'll do that.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Let's go.
I love you, Maddie. I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, but I love you.
I know.
I'm told the police have handled the situation and the threat is gone. I understand if you prefer to go home, but I welcome you to stay and dance. I think we could all use a little waltz, don't you?
You wanna go back inside?
Let's go home. And the beat goes on. A few lives healed.
I'm sorry, but thanks for your cooperation and your help. We'll be in touch, all right?
A few lessons learned. Or maybe not.
You know, I used to do a little dancing in my time.
This week's Inspector Mom? Easy. No matter what our age, we all want to fit in, feel popular, have more money, status. But I hope we take the time to remember that it's not how much we have, it's who we have. And if we can learn to appreciate that, then maybe it's easier to face what life brings us. The highs and the lows, the happy times and the heartaches, even the ups and the dips.